Hello everybody. I am recording live from my garage, possibly the most uninspiring place to go live from. But why I'm excited today and yesterday is the fact that my coffin has come home. I was blessed enough to cross paths just randomly with a very talented, skilled, intuitive artist, Michelle Payne, whose business is The Artist Tree. And she's based in Mount Tamborine and has some of her exquisite artworks on display at Tamborine Dreaming. And she's just so beautiful with nature and birds. And yeah, I engaged her services to paint me a coffin. It had a lot of reactions and some interesting responses when it was on display on the mountain, and had a lot of reactions and responses when it was being transported. Something about a coffin that makes people uncomfortable. And really, I'm in the business of making people uncomfortable, so good. But let me show you. This baby was devised for me to run workshops. So prior to COVID, I had this really large-scale workshop event devised about death deliberation and death contemplation, which involved the coffin. But that's somewhat on hold. I'm just going to turn this around. Forgive the technology. Forgive the exciting garage. So here's my exquisite purple delight. Those leaves are the leaves of the ginkgo tree, which Michelle painted intuitively, without really consciously being aware of the meaning and symbolism of the ginkgo, which is one of the longest surviving tree species, and it is a symbol of eternal life. It's a symbol of peace. A ginkgo tree survived the Hiroshima atomic blast, and that tree has been moved near to the blast site in the Park of Peace, I think it's called. Ooh. And so that's a beautiful symbol for me, for the soul that is eternal, for the life force, for primordial life force that is eternal and never ending. And what a beautiful thing to wrap around you in a coffin. And here, the lid, which is absolutely a work of art in itself, is now in my lounge room. There she is. Matches beautifully with the colors that I actually already had going on, which is really interesting. But it's hard to appreciate. But she's layered and textured, and if you look closely, there's layers of paint on there. And beautiful, look at those rainbow colors. This isn't just one layer. It's absolutely exquisite. And on these flowers is an imprint of a doily, and that is paying homage to my Nana, to her vintage, if you like. The purple and gold have always been my colors that I link into for color of spirit. And I just wanted a unique work of art, and there she is. So that's pretty special. So whilst the shape of the lid obviously is very symbolic of a coffin. That doesn't bother me. I think a lot of people would struggle to have that sitting in their lounge room, but I think that's quite beautiful. So obviously that was a labor of love. Michelle spent many hours on that and put so much love embedded into the paint itself. But she will be painting coffins for anybody. So probably we'll come up with some standard designs that could be utilized by anyone, that could be obtained in a reasonably short time frame, which is the case when it comes to organizing a funeral. Or if you want to be involved in painting your own coffin, if you know somebody who may have a life-threatening illness that would gain some healing and there's a lot of healing to be gained from being immersed in your own process of end of life. So a longer project could be engaged for that, or you can get coffin lids and coffins painted up in specific designs. Michelle will be providing with some sort of standard design soon. You need to approach her direct for costs. I'm going to tell her that anyone that comes and mentions my name, I need a commission, even if it's just a coffee. She's a beautiful, beautiful artist. And I said, how could you create a work of art like that and then bury it or burn it? That would be my concern. But I'm pretty sure there's even potential to make a piece of art that decorates the coffin that can be removed and kept by the family. There may be instances where crematoriums are okay with the coffin being cremated without the lid, and the lid could be kept as a memento. There's many, many options and potential in this arena. I don't think we need to keep doing what we've always done. But that's my baby, to be used for workshops. But in the interim, people always ask me, am I going to use that when I die? Well, it's a fairly long time away. So might have a different idea by then. But for now, it's a very unique work of art in my home. So Michelle Payne, The Artistry. If you have any questions, reach out to her or reach out to me.